So let's take a look at some numbers. These are some recent Forrester data elements, or data points that you can take a look at. And you'll see on the left-hand side are viewpoints where CEOs view IT more favorably, and the right-hand side is the reverse of that. So when you look at things like how well does IT collaborate with business strategy and innovation, only 43% say IT does that on a very solid and consistent basis. 40% say that IT provides effective support for back office applications, which means that over 60% say the opposite. C-suite executives don't think that we deliver projects on time. They don't think we have the right skill sets. Over 66% of the time, and almost 70% of the time, they don't think we have business-centric services that are easily understood and digested by business counterparts. So those are some pretty staggering statistics, and it says that we've got a lot of work to do to bridge the chasm. So when you think about this chasm, on one side you've got business stakeholders. And no matter what research you look at, whether it's Forrester, Gartner, or CIO State of the CIO survey, you'll find that C-suite executives, by and large, over 80% of the time, don't even view IT as a peer group. They don't clearly see us as trusted advisors or game changers. And as I said, with their interest high, they still have these very poor perceptions of IT. On the other side of the chasm sits IT. And if you look at the Gartner data, over 85% of the time, IT leaders do not speak the language of business. And frankly, we don't speak about our value proposition very effectively, at least not on a consistent basis. And we don't even take the opportunity to manage IT projects as a series of business-related investments. So this is a phenomenal circumstance in this digital revolution that we're facing. On one side, the C-suite's got this negative perception, their interest is high. On the other side of the chasm, you have IT leaders simply not thinking about how to really drive forward and bridge that chasm. But smack dab in the middle of all of it right now is this digital revolution. It's a revolution unlike anything we've seen in the history of mankind. And I'm going to talk a lot more about what that means to you and all of us as we try to think through bridging the chasm. So one of the biggest challenges that I want to talk about today is, frankly, you. Because when I do these presentations, invariably when I get done, I have a number of folks that come to see me and say, hey, I loved your speech, very common sense, we're doing all those things. And it doesn't take me very long to ask a few questions to realize that that's actually not true. Oftentimes, the CIOs I talk to have their C-suite counterparts in the audience. They'll pull me aside and say, you know what, it's actually a problem. We are seeing a problem with this chasm. And so it makes me wonder what's going on there, because I don't think that CIOs are necessarily lying about their own perceptions, but it does make me think about how well we are self-aware and self-assess our own performance. It's not that I'm lucky enough to meet all the great CIOs on the planet every time I'm done speaking. I think it's more natural when you're talking about yourself to be honest about your own personal self-assessment. When a self-assessment morphs to your teams, it's a lot harder. In fact, the urge to be right in front of a crowd and your peers is very powerful. And people, have great amount of fear to talk about the truth. So I think we're not honest about our own performance, and the data backs me up on that. So as you listen to my presentation today, try and avoid that reflexive, been there, done that, seen it, because your C-suite teams are not saying that, and the numbers back it up.